Welcome back to the Olivier Awards. I'm joined now by two very special guests. We've just seen the special award recipient, Don Black, and, of course, everybody knows Andrew Lloyd Webber. Thanks for joining us. Now, you actually gave a special mention to Andrew in your speech there.
Yes.
Even of all the people you've worked with.
Yeah, I mean, I made a joke of it, you know, thanking him for my carpets and house. But, yeah, was a life-changing moment in my life where we started working together.
Yeah.
I was doing all right, but when Andrew came along and that collaboration made me much more of a global entity.
And you've worked on several shows together now, from Sunset Boulevard, of course, and you're working on one at the moment. Was there something in Don's lyrics that you saw and thought, I need to work with this guy?
Well, I've always been a great admirer of Don's work, and I was particularly captured, actually, by a musical that he wrote with John Barry called Billy, which was starring Michael Crawford, who, of course, went on to be my Phantom, in the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. Wonderful, wonderful show, I thought. And I remember after that, I felt I had to contact Don and say that one day it'd be great to see if we could work together.
Wow. So you... And all
I'm trying very hard to look humble.
You can't look humble with an Olivier Award in your hands. Just accept it. I think this is a day you can accept all the praise that's coming to you. And from the years that you've been doing... I mean, Bond songs over the years you've done?
5 Bond songs.
5 Bond songs, musicals, and pop hits. Like, how are you able to just cast your mind and your talents to any of these genres?
Well, I just love lyrics ever since I was a kid, you know. As soon as I heard fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly, I gotta love one man till I die, and I thought, that's so clever, because it's true. Fish do have to swim, birds do have to fly. It's another way of saying I love you without saying I love you. I've just always been fascinated by that.
I love that. I loved in your speech as well saying, lyrics come from the heart and go to other people's hearts. I think that's a beautiful way of putting it. Is there any songs that you look back on in your career that you still, listen to now and still get a little tear in your eye from thinking about them, where you were at the moment when you wrote it?
Funnily enough, not because he's here. It's when I listened to Tell Me on a Sunday.
Oh, really?
I was very proud of that piece because I think a lot of it is to do that. It was just Andrew and myself, with all due respects to directors and producers.
Yeah.
We were just a couple of songwriters working together. And I think you get a kind of galvanised end product.
And is there a secret between your success, do you think, Andrew?
Well, I'm going to put it another way, and I think Don is probably too modest to say this, but there are very, very many lyricists and people who can rhyme brilliantly and whose dexterity is quite extraordinary. But there are very, very few lyricists who can go to the heart, and that is what I think Don does brilliantly. I mean, people often say about Oscar Hammerstein, oh, well, he's not as clever as Lawrence Hart, who wrote with Richard Rodgers as well, obviously. But when you think about it, fools can explain it, wise men never try. I mean, that's Hammerstein. Don has the Hammerstein quality of being able to touch and to go to the heart of things in a way that very, very few lyricists do.
And when you look through your career, I mean, I was looking at just some of the songs you've done with people like Quincy Jones and, Michael Jackson at Ben. I just thought, wow. I mean, who looks at a film about a boy with a pet rat and then writes a #1 hit about it? Like, it's amazing.
Well, I'm very good with animals. I did Born Free about a lion
as well. So
lions and rats. That's my area.
And when you're obviously from London originally, your parents, they're immigrants here. Yes. They're both working class, seamstress. Like, at what point in that childhood did theatre or songwriting grab you? Because it's not a traditional, if there is a traditional sort of path to it.
My parents always loved Russian gypsy-type songs.
Right.
My mother would go around singing Besame Mucho all day. And we loved it. My sister could play a bit of piano. And the big thing in my life growing up was the Hackney Empire.
Right.
I lived within walking distance, so I went to see people like Max Miller and Shelton and all these people. And as you know, I was a comic for a while.
I did hear this, that you were a comedian. How did that go?
Well, comedy was in my blood. It's a shame it wasn't in my act. A little humour there.
I might have that.
Don, can I ask a question?
Please.
have you ever performed on the Palladium stage?
No, that would be a great thing, Andrew, but...
If only
as
you
I-
knew someone who could make that happen.
As I know you so well, and I understand you've got an interest in this place, who knows?
But is there any point when you look to the future that you think, I'll get to that age and then I'll knock it on the head?
No, because Irving Berlin lasted till 102.
Right.
Which means I've got about 70 or 80 years to go.
The thing about Don is that he's a theatre man and an enthusiast, apart from being one of the very, very nicest and kindest people you'll ever meet.
Thank you, Andrew.
And the thing, I always have a smile when Don's on the phone to me, because he's just a joy to work with, and the most modest person I've come across ever in theatre.
Well, what a lovely thing to say, and what a great recipient of this award.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure to meet you.
Andrew.
It really was.